Hello friends. So in this video lecture we are going to discuss mechanical behavior, that is properties in the elastic range, in the plastic range, stress strain diagram, ductile and brittle behavior of the material, etc. The various mechanical properties like strength, ductility, toughness, elasticity play important role in the fabrication of structures, machines of other parts. Okay, hence it is necessary to understand the fundamentals of various mechanical properties, so we can process material into useful shapes using material processing techniques. Now stress, you are familiar with this. Stress means engineering, it is known as engineering stress or conventional stress. It is a ratio of the force applied over the cross sectional area of the specimen. Now you see this diagram. This is the specimen, cylindrical specimen. The force is applied here and this is the cross sectional area. It is shown here. So here force is F divided by A0. A0 means original area of the cross section. Okay, and it is expressed in Newton per meter square. Strain, or it is known as conventional strain or engineering strain. When a material is loaded with a force, it deforms the material, resulting in increase or either decrease in the dimension. So engineering or conventional strain sigma is defined as the amount of deformation in the direction of applied force divided by the original length to the material shown below. Okay, so mathematically it is deformation or change in length means delta L divided by L0. See, this is the dimension of the material before applying the force, applying the tensile force, and after applying the tensile force the material length is increased here. Okay, so it has no unit. Okay, it is a dimensionless quantity. After that we'll discuss stress strain diagram for the ductile and brittle material. Now you just see the diagram. This is the specimen. So these 2 points are marked here. So these are known as gauge length. Okay, and here actually the diameter of the cylindrical specimen, this is the original diameter. So this diameter is reduced here after applying the force, and therefore it is known as reduction section. This section is known as reduction section. This is the overall length of the specimen. So here stress strain diagram is considered. Okay, so stress is considered along y-axis, it is denoted by sigma, and strain is considered along x-axis, it is denoted by epsilon. So here 0, when the force is 0, this is the first point O. When the force is applied up to point A, stress is directly proportional to strain, that is Hooke's law is obeyed. Okay, and this is known as proportionality limit. Okay, further increase in the force, okay, the diameter of the specimen goes on decreasing and we reach the point B, sorry. Okay, so point B is known as upper yield point. So O to B, the object is within the elastic limit. Okay, so B means from the point B the plastic deformation starts. Okay, and as we increase the force, okay, stress decreases and strain increases. When we reach the point C, C is known as lower yield point. So here the material is behaving plastically. Further increase in the force, okay, the stress goes on increasing, at the same time strain is also goes on increasing. So D is known as yield point. Sorry, D is known as ultimate tensile stress or ultimate tensile strength. So at the point D, the stress is maximum. Okay, the stress is maximum and strain is also maximum. Okay, and when the force is continuously applied, okay, then we reach the point E where the specimen fractures or breaks. So E is known as fracture point or breaking point. Okay, so this was the idea about the stress strain diagram. Now you see here, when the material fails or when the material caps, it produces cup and cone structure. It happens in case of ductile material, cup and cone structure. Okay. Now stress strain diagram for the brittle material. Again the stress is considered along y-axis and strain is considered along x-axis. So for the brittle material, okay, the graph is not elongated so much. Okay, this is the original point and this is the fracture point, because it is a brittle material. Carbon percentage is more in such materials, and therefore ductility is considerably very less and brittleness is more. Now these are the stress strain diagrams for different material. Okay, so for pure aluminium, pure magnesium, aluminium alloy, pure copper, okay, this is the stress strain diagram for polyethylene. This is the stress strain diagram for elastomer or rubber. This is the stress strain diagram for plaster of Paris. This is for glass, and this is for high strength steel. So in the next lecture we will discuss mechanical properties in the plastic range. Thank you.